Hello everybody, welcome back. Just arrived in Santee, South Carolina for Queen City event number 10. It's the final event of the season and doesn't really matter much unless I win it. So I'm just here to have a good time. You win, you into the TOC, but I'm not really, that's not probably going to happen for me. But tomorrow is event 10 and Sunday is the fish off, which I am qualified. Now that one is the one where I got to give it all. Top 2 of that go to the TOC. If there's only 2 or 1 that show up, you have to get a limit to go, which could prove to be an issue with high pressure and clear skies like they're calling for. But if, I guess, 3 or more show up, all you got to do is finish top 2. So I'm hoping there's 3 or 4 show up and I finish top 2. But that's where we're at right now. I am going to meet up with a couple of buddies from Queen City, live back home. Us mountain boys got to stick together. So we're going to go get us some food and hang out until go clock into the hotel and sleep. We're out here on Lake Marion for the Queen City event number 10. It's a war zone out here, opening of duck season, and it is just nothing but gunfire after gunfire and boats everywhere. So we're doing our best to sneak across, hopefully not interrupt anybody's hunting spot and still be able to catch fish. But I don't know, I just hope I don't get shot, to be honest with you. I got a couple boats I see right here. These guys are probably laid up in. I don't know, some people might end up getting some tempers flare in a day if we interrupt them, but they're camouflaged, I can't see them. We'll just do our best. Well, we're an hour in and hadn't really seen much activity. There's a whole bunch of old lilies and dead vegetation and stuff back here. It's either going to be one of them where they've moved out of this because the dead vegetation don't oxygenate the water, or they're still going to be under some of this matted stuff, but I haven't found any. I've seen a few swirls, a couple little pops on the top of the water, but no bites as of yet. So, I'm trying to work my way through this cypress field here to see if I can't get to maybe a little current. The river channels through there. I think as still as this is with the sun shining, high pressure and all this dead vegetation, they're probably in some moving, more oxygenated water than this. It's pretty stagnant stuff. But with all the duck hunters out here, I'm trying to be careful not to run up on someone blind. They're extremely difficult to see, which is what their intention is, to be camouflaged. So I've run up on one already. The dude, I could barely see his head poking around. So it's a challenge. At least I got a sandwich. I ain't no fish, but I mean, I got a sandwich. Highlight of the day. Finally, oh my Lord, finally, all day. I hope you stay on. GoPro, start recording. Well, it ain't a skunk. There you go.
14 1/4. First fish on the board. I hope I can get a couple more, but I'm happy just getting the one.
Boy, am I glad that's over. That was event 10, Santee Cooper on Lake Marion. That was a rough day. I'm glad I didn't need to do good in this one to do anything, because that was bad. One bite, caught it, one fish, 14 1/4 inches. On our way to weigh in right now, me and William are. They're gonna go through and do the winners of this. They're going to announce some year-end awards, AOI, fish off, TOC qualifiers, probably do the Never Give Up award there. So this is the whole point really in me coming down to Santee, was for this. It wasn't really this tournament, but since I'm part of the group and all that, wanted to fish the last one, and that's what I did. So I'll get some of the weigh-in on video probably, and then we'll check in tomorrow on Wylie for the fish off, and I may include it in this video since it's going to be extremely short.
This is going to be our biggest fish off ever, if everybody comes. And I haven't heard from any of these anglers that they won't be coming. So, Kinley Martin, please come up here. So let's talk for the people at home who are watching and may want to fish Queen City one of these days. The fish off is a wild card event. It's usually not the day after the final event, but scheduling was weird this year. So it's a wild card event where we take the top 2 anglers into the TOC. There are a variety of ways to qualify. You can finish top 5 at any event, as long as you finish 7. You can finish 21st through 25th for the season, or you could win an event. No, that's wrong. Those 2 things. Kinley, tell us how you got in.
So I got a top 5 at the Yak Yellow and another one at Water.
So he's getting in on 2 top 5s. Somehow didn't have enough points to finish top 20 due to some other circumstances, but Kinley gets an opportunity tomorrow to take it all down in 8 hours and go to Clark. Good job. I think you're probably sleeping at my house. Give it up for Kinley.
Good morning, everybody. We're out here on Lake Wylie for the fish off. We just took off, heading to our spots now. I've only been to this lake once Friday for a couple hours just checking it out. So today is really my first time fishing it. Kind of glad the ramp is where it's at. Judging by the weather forecast stuff, I thought that this middle lake area would be a good spot, and that's where it pulled. So I'll check back in hopefully with some fish catches and get this top 2 that we need. All right, I'm to my start point. I'm gonna start on this main lake point here. I saw it on the map, it looked like a good one. The wind's blowing into and creating a current around the riprap on it. I already see a massive bait ball. I almost stopped back there because there's a bunch of marks and bait, but with 20 minutes left, they could push that down here by the time it starts. So that's what I'm hoping for. I hope the wind pushes all that bait and those marks I have, which are probably a bunch of spots on that hump, push them down here to this one. I don't know. I'm just trying to learn and see how to figure out fish this time of year. It's tough for me, but that's the story I'm going with and sticking to it. Look at that beautiful sun behind that fog there. The clouds, that's amazing. It's going to be a good day. All right, man. GoPro, start recording. GoPro, start recording. GoPro, start recording. Well, y'all are gonna hear me yell at GoPro about 4 times. I finally found one. He was dirt shallow on a fluke. It come off. I hate a fluke, but right now I love a fluke. He ain't big, but you ain't gonna win it with a 0. Shoot. 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 You're almost there. A little harder. 13 incher.
All right, guys, fish off's over for me, and I made it back to my truck. It was bad. Everything was bad. I don't think I've been more frustrated fishing in my life. And I caught a fish. It's not that I got some bites too. It wasn't the worst day fishing I ever had. It was just the worst day, period. Yeah, I'm just too tired. Too many problems, too many things. I stuck too many hooks in my thumb with it being cold and not being able to feel my fingers. And just not good. So with that being said, season's over for me, which is fine. I did great. First full season with Queen City, and I managed to get 2 top 5s, finished 36th overall, made it to the fish off. I gave myself every opportunity in the world. Honestly, for my first season, it's better than I expected to do, especially with last year, the amount of skunks and single fish events I had. I still got a lot to learn. I'm still learning a lot. I exceeded my expectations this year and had a blast doing it. So thanks, Vinny, for everything you did putting the season together and all the prizes. I got my money's worth of prizes the last year, for sure. Starting last December to now, I mean, pretty good sitting. So I'm going to do the next one. Lauren's going to do the next one. At least the Western Division. Maybe the main and the Western. It'd be cool to get both of those in if time permits and everybody wants to. So we'll keep making content, but it might not be fishing for the next month. I think I'm gonna rest. I'm tired. So we'll do some other things, some things inside that's warm and dry. Hopefully, we'll see where it goes from there.